We have successfully created our Azure Big Data Storage credential. Our next step is to go to the Azure portal in our storage account and create some containers, 1 or 2 containers, and upload some data to the container. And then we can come back to Databricks and try to access the data from Databricks using this storage credential to talk to our Azure Data Lake Storage. Head back to your Azure portal. If you don't have these listed here under Recent, just click on All Resources. And then you can access it from there. Click on it to open the resource. Then when you open the resource, look for data storage. Under data storage, look for containers under there and click on it. To add a container, click on the plus add container at the top of your page. So let's click on that to create a new container. I'm going to create a container called Big Data. Click on create. And then I'll create a second container called Small Data. Click create. Now we've got 2 containers. In my Data Lake Storage account, I've got 2 containers, Big Data container and then Small Data container. I'm going to go into the Big Data container and create a directory called Sales Data. I'm going to go ahead and upload my data to Sales Data directory. So click on Upload, browse for files, or drop my files over here. I'm going to browse for it. And I've got 2 files here. So let me add the first one, salesdata.csv. Open, upload. Now my file is over here and I'll have to click upload to proceed and upload it to my sales data directory. Now I've got some data in my Data Lake Storage account. I'm going to go ahead and go to Databricks and create a notebook where I can create an external location that's pointing to this container right here. And then I can access everything within this container via the external location that I'll create on Databricks. So let's go ahead, navigate to Databricks, go to your workspace and create a new notebook over here. So click on create at the top right corner and click on notebook. Let's give our new notebook a name. The first thing I'm going to do is to create an external location. In Unity Catalog, an external location is an object that combines a storage path and our storage credential that authorizes access to the path. Remember, our storage credential was created by wrapping the Access Connector ID with this, and then the Access Connector is also wrapping a managed identity on Azure, and that particular managed identity has got some permissions on our Data Lake Storage, which is what we added when we created the Access Connector on Azure. Any external location that's created on Databricks by combining a path with this storage credential will have some access to the specified path in our Azure Data Lake Storage account. And you have to be specific which particular container or path that you are pointing it to. If you do not point it to a certain path or directory, you cannot access it. To create an external location, we use this code down here. First, we call the command create external location. This is mandatory. And if not exist, it's not mandatory, it's optional, then we specify the location name, our own choice of location name for it. Then we have to point it to a certain URL that points to a container or a directory in our Azure Data Lake Storage account. And we have to associate it with some storage credential. With this statement, with storage credential, and then we know our storage credential name. That's the name we chose for it when we were creating the storage credential name. We use that name here. We reference the storage credential name here. And then comment is also optional. You can add some comment describing the external location. So let's go ahead, copy this code, and then edit it to match what we would like to create. To define the path that's pointing to our external location, first we proceeded with the ABFSS protocol, and then next is the container's name. In our case is Big Data, and then here will be the storage account name. We know all of that from our Azure Data Lake Storage account. Go ahead and grab that information and fill in the blanks here. Right now, our code to create the external location, big data external location, is complete. Next, what you do is to execute it. But before that, let's try to access this particular path and see if we will succeed or get an error message before we create the external location. So go ahead, create a new cell below it. So I mistakenly executed the notebook without first setting my cluster to my all-purpose cluster. I'm going to do that right now, interrupt the notebook